Welcome back. Well, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and while usually Dr. Bittner joins us to talk about women's health issues, today she's raising awareness around why men can especially be vulnerable to some mental health struggles. So she's joining us today, explaining really how some of these common conditions can actually look a lot different from men and women. This is such an important topic for both genders, but we were just talking commercial break. This looks a lot different for men and women typically. You know, you were kind of telling me about some of those differences in what we see when mental health is an issue.
You know, men experience anxiety and depression maybe even as much as women, but express it differently. So men express it more physically: headaches, body aches, maybe even panic attacks, a sense of being out of control and not knowing what to do with that.
Yeah, and what can this lead to? You're saying that men can actually be more self-harming in this case.
So more women might have thoughts of self-harm or suicide, but more men act on it. And so, unfortunately, more men than women die by suicide. And
so why is this so important to kind of discuss? Because, you know, the way, you know, women and men seek help looks a lot different. Men a lot of times don't even talk about it.
There might be like that biology, but also how men are maybe taught to not express their feelings or talk about it, or there's a lot of shame. If I feel anxiety or depression, that's a girl's thing. How could I be feeling that? But also it's really interesting that when they seek help, men tend to leave the mental health system if the timeline's not perfect, if the appointment's canceled, like there's no tolerance for, like, this has got to be really easy and clear. The other thing is there's not a lot of community around mental health. So men might not talk about it in the workplace, like that's not okay. And so, again, it's to normalize it. So, you know, we always have an example. Jane's husband was downsized from his job, and not by his fault, but he felt a lot of shame. It didn't help that his father died early and left his mom without a lot of money, so he was afraid he wasn't going to be able to provide for his family. So he was very irritable, he had headaches, he didn't want to get out of bed, he yelled at the kid for any, kids for any little thing. And she's like, I don't know how to help him. He won't find a counselor. And so she actually found a church group that he could volunteer with to help other men find jobs who had been downsized. So he gained a new community. There was some normalization around this. He got some help, found a new job he loved.
And it's that community and conversation that can really kind of be a launching pad to getting the help that you need, because if you know that someone else is kind of going through something similar, maybe not the same.
And plus, if you can help them, then you're like, as you give. And I think it's all about giving grace. We don't know what other people are dealing with.
That's huge.
We don't know, even in traffic today, right? Like, just everyone give each other grace.
Give yourself a little bit extra time. And real quick, there's a couple resources that are helpful too.
Yes, if someone's thinking about self-harm or suicide, call 988. There's immediate help. Know the feelings are temporary. There's help. You don't have to suffer. And also, I love what Vonnie Woodruck's done with IUnderstandHeal.com. So it's just an amazing site that talks about, again, normalizing the conversation.
That's so important right now. Dr. Bittner, thank you so much for bringing that topic up. All right, it is 7:29 right now. Still ahead this morning.
That's really the beauty of this program. And when you have a variety of programs, you can also see what works and what doesn't work so well.
Michigan Senator Gary Peter is working on a bill he hopes will reduce violence in our state. The West Michigan organization that could see some more funding coming their way because of it.
And you're a firm no?
Unless something changes on the bill, absolutely, I'm triple no.
The president and House GOP leaders reaching an unofficial agreement to avoid defaulting on our debt. But as you just heard there, not everyone's on board. The debate that's still raging on as time ticks down.
This is so awesome to see the program work.
Plus, a bill in Congress could help West Michigan organizations reduce violence. We'll introduce you to Project Safe Neighborhoods and how it's expanding access to some really needed resources.
Plus, later on, rain is desperately needed across our state after one of the driest Mays that we've had in a while. Meteorologist Candace Monticelli is sharing the increasing fire dangers that we are right now under.
You're watching Fox 17 Morning News.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for staying with us on this Wednesday. It is 7:34. It is the last day of May.
I can't believe
June 1st,
it.
Tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
If you can believe it.
Did I work during May? I don't think I
Were
did.
you?
It was like,
I don't think I did.
Or
he's
what
like,
was your
May
name
was pretty
again?
fast. It was pretty
I don't
easy.
remember you that well.
You worked at Fun in France.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we're all so
Major
jealous.
job,
We're
major
still
job.
getting all the stories. We're still hearing about the food and all the
Yeah.
fun things going on over there. But there's some fun here too. There's the beach.
You're like, whoa,
And,
what do we got here? What's going on
We
here?
have a Dave and Buster's, so there's that. Anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah, and not far from the beach, maybe the Holland Farmers Market going on today
Okay,
as well.
this is good. Add it to the
I
list.
think, do we have that?
Did
show?
they hire you for?
No. Oh, it went out. I'm sorry. You know,
Smaller than I remember.
my director just told me about that, and I just reset it during your headlines, and it went out again. It timed out. Anyways, Candace will be talking about more about this in a few minutes, but I will tell you, good morning, everybody. We've had only 3/100ths of an inch of rainfall since May 9th. For the entire month of May, 84/100ths of an inch. This has been the driest period since 2012 between June 22nd and July 17th. So we desperately could use some rain. Some of us may get a little bit today, but it's not going to be widespread or prolonged. On top of all that and all the heat, we've got another Clean Air Action Day for all of these counties that are shaded along and west of US 131. Try not to run any gas-powered lawn equipment because all those fumes and that exhaust, as well as topping off your gas tank, kind of contributes to ground level ozone, and that's just bad air quality for the sensitive groups like with asthma and that sort of thing. So put that off for another day, maybe carpool or ride a bike. There's nothing on radar right now. We pull out to a wider perspective. We've got some high and mid-level clouds out there, and that's about it. We'll see partly cloudy skies today, maybe an isolated shower or storm. It's 58 up there in Big Rapids, 66 in Grand Rapids, 67 Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, and 70 degrees in South Haven. Your Wednesday bus stop planner shows temperatures will skyrocket back into the low 80s by noon. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm for some of us today. Not a really good chance of that, but there is a chance. Temperatures will top out in the upper 80s again today with partly cloudy skies and a south wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We'll have a more complete forecast with more 90-degree temperatures coming in throughout this week. That's up in just a few minutes right now. Rob gives us an update on traffic at 7:36.
And Fox 17 traffic, they have introduced that lane closure again on the westbound side of 96 at 28th Street. You've seen this before. It has usually affected traffic less than the lane closures on the eastbound side. And here's how it looks from 28th Street. The lane closure on the westbound side is now there to Cascade Road. And of course, on the opposite side, that lane closure that began yesterday and backed up traffic all day long and is doing it today again, starting just after 196 going to Cascade Road. This one will stay with you until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Plus a ramp closure that's good until 6 o'clock today from Cascade Road in either direction going to the eastbound side of 96. So that's closed. Here's how the actual speed data looks. 55 miles per hour, so not much effect of that new lane closure on the westbound side, but we're really slow around the introduction of the lane closure on the eastbound side, including affecting 196 eastbound. So I'm Rob Westerby, Fox 17 Traffic.
Thank you, Rob. Happening today, the debt deal between President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. It's passing a major hurdle. The House Rules Committee cleared that bill, paving the way for a full House vote today.
But it was a contentious debate, hinting at a difficult fight still ahead. Multiple GOP members arguing the bill really doesn't cut spending enough and aiming to vote it down today. Multiple GOP members doing that, and take a look.
This is a 2-year bill, and that's just basically a hope and a dream and a handshake that you're going to commit to those spending caps when you may not even be in the majority 2 years from now.
Supporters, though, say that deal does include several Republican priorities. It would in part reclaim billions of unspent COVID money, rescinding some IRS funding, and then add work requirements for some to continue receiving welfare benefits.
When the American people win and we avoid default and retirement accounts are not in flux and the global economy is not crashing, I'm going to call that a win every day.
Well, some unhappy hardline conservatives now floating the idea of ousting Speaker Kevin McCarthy for his debt ceiling deal with President Biden. Meanwhile, the White House hoping to rally Democratic support behind that bill to get it over the finish line before that June 5th default deadline.
I can tell you this, our nation was careening towards bankruptcy before the debt deal, and it will still be careening towards bankruptcy after this debt deal.
And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis talking about the debt deal as he kicks off his first campaign tour as a Republican presidential candidate. The event Tuesday night in Iowa was his first big speech since entering the race last week. He was speaking at an evangelical church in Des Moines and blasting the bipartisan debt deal struck over the weekend, arguing that the country is heading towards bankruptcy.
A bill making its way through Congress right now could directly affect several groups in West Michigan working to try and cut down violence in our community.
One of those is an organization that played a huge role in getting criminals off the streets in Grand Rapids last year. According to city data, there were 22 homicides in Grand Rapids in 2022. 4 of them the community helped solve. That's the highest amount ever recorded. They were able to do that through Silent Observer. We talk about Silent Observer on our airwaves all the time. It's the nonprofit dedicated to solving and preventing crime through anonymous tips. Silent Observer depends on donations and grant programs like Project Safe Neighborhoods. The federally funded program and $50 million that comes with it is up for reauthorization in Congress. The bill for Project Safe Neighborhoods is sponsored by U.S. Senator Gary Peters.
It's based on a premise that with any of our grants that local communities know what is needed the most. Oftentimes their challenge will be funding those types of programs.
The money that they are trying to secure from the government will really help the nonprofit world, those that are involved in violence prevention.
According to an MSU study funded by the Department of Justice in 2013, Project Safe Neighborhoods was associated with a 13.1% decrease in violent crime in cities with a high rate of program participation. The grant money can be used for other things like school programs for teens and reentry programs to reduce reoffending. Whatever it may be, Silent Observer says it leaves it up to the people who live here to make that call, not politicians all the way in Washington. The last time Silent Observer received funding from Project Safe Neighborhoods was in 2019, and that's when they saw a 300% increase in tips. If new funding is granted, the organization says that extra cash would go to enhanced reward money. The Senate Judiciary Committee has advanced the bipartisan legislation to the full Senate. And if you'd like to help Silent Observer out, we have more information on how you can do that on our website. It is 7:42 now, still ahead.
It's been weeks since we've seen rain here in West Michigan. Now the DNR is warning of fires. We've got a forecast coming from Candace after the break.
Well, we started spring off with quite a little bit of rain there in the beginning, but the past few weeks we have not seen a drought.
And we're feeling it now. According to National Weather Service, May has been the driest month since the 1930s when we saw a dust bowl. So let's bring in meteorologist Candace Beneselli. She's been tracking all of this. Really has more warnings now coming from the DNR after this dry spell. Hey, Candace.
Hey, good morning. We spoke with the chief at the Muskegon Township Fire Department who says the patches of dry yellow grass everywhere right now. It's a clear